Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? I hope you are very fine. You know, your educational institutions have been closed for a long time due to the COVID-19 outbreak. For this, your studies are being hampered. So the government has directed us to take online class so that you can continue your studies, watching this video class, staying at home without going out of your home. So as part of the direction of the government, our college has arranged this video class. I am Rafiqul Islam, lecturer in English at FSD in Mohammed. Welcome you to my class. So I hope you will stay with me until the class finishes, right? Okay, now I am going to discuss the lesson number 4 of Unit 6, which is about the Story of Shilpi. Before I start reading this lesson to you, I would like to tell you something about child marriage, reproductive health, one counseling, life skills training, peer-to-peer support, hemorrhage and fistula, and cultural practices and traditions of our country. So child marriage is a marriage of a girl or a boy before the age of 18. It is the violation of child rights. It is one of the worst violation of child rights. It adversely affects girls, robbing them of their childhood. Says Plan International. Plan International is an international child rights organization working in Bangladesh. So now I am going to talk about peer-to-peer support. Peer-to-peer support means to support a person to share a common problem with one another. So what is life skills training? Life skills training means a training on how to live a better life. On counseling means to counsel an individual about a common problems. So now I am going to read the lesson to you. She was only 15 years old when she married Roshin in 2008. Marrying of daughters at an early age is a standard practice for many families living in rural Bangladesh. After her wedding, she joined a local empowerment group that provides adolescent girls with the tools needed to gradually change cultural practices, particularly those pertaining to early marriage and pregnancy. The group's activities include discussions on how to most effectively change behavior related to reproductive health as well as on counseling. It also offers peer-to-peer support and life skills training that also help adolescents say no to early marriage. The empowerment group is one of more than 10,000 groups supported by some local non-government organizations working all over Bangladesh. These NGOs work through Canada's adolescent reproductive health projects, which also aims to increase access to quality health services for adolescents. During one of the group sessions, Shilpi came to understand the potentially harmful effects of early marriage and pregnancy. While maternal mortality in Bangladesh has declined by nearly 40% since 2001, the rate remains high, with 194 maternal deaths per 1 lakh live births in 2010, dropping from 322 in 2001, with a projected decrease to 143 by 2015. Those who get pregnant are at risk of serious health complications. These include dangerous hemorrhage and fistula, a painful internal injury caused by obstructed childbirth that commonly leads to serious maternal morbidities and social exclusions. When she heard about those risks, she invited her husband Roshid to discuss pregnancy with a counselor. After hearing about the risks, Roshid agreed to delay having babies for 5 years, despite pressures from his parents and neighbors to produce an offspring. Together, the couple met with a female health care provider who informed them about the various family planning options available. Shilpi's mother-in-law and neighbors continued to pressurize the newlyweds, deeply rooted cultural practices and traditions caused a rift between Shilpi and Roshid and their extended family. Some of whose members insulted and criticized the couple, unable to convince their close relatives of the risk. Shilpi and Roshid returned to the counselor. They took the help of a parent here who has been trained to speak to other parents about adolescent issues. Shilpi's mother-in-law and neighbors eventually came to understand the harmful effects of early pregnancy on mother and child. Today, the village no longer pressurizes the couple. Their parents and neighbors now support them and speak out against early marriage and pregnancy. After reading the lesson, you have already heard about some important phrases of this lesson. So now, I want to tell something about the explanation of the story. She was married at an early age, which is 50 years. So, my dear friends, can you tell me what the legal age of marriage for boys and girls? No, you can't know the legal age of marriage for boys and girls. So I am going to make it clear for you. The legal age of marriage for girls is 18 and for boys is 21. So my dear friends, around 59% of girls of Bangladesh are married before their 18th birthday and 22 are married before the age of 15. So this is the scenario of girl marriage or child marriage in Bangladesh. So it can be said that Bangladesh has the fourth largest rate of child marriage in the world. So I request you to stop child marriage at any cost. It should play a prominent role in stopping child marriage in society. So now look at the board. Today our main topic is the use of phrases in making a flowchart. Right? Okay. Here you can see the types of phrase, the name of the types of phrase, noun phrase, infinitive phrase, gerund phrase, participle phrase. So dear students, today I will discuss the types of phrases for you. You need to know about the definition of phrase, the kinds of phrase and the uses of phrases, If you know the uses of phrase, you will be able to write the answer of question number 2. There is a follow chart in question number 2. You have to write the follow chart by using a phrase. If you use a phrase in making a follow chart, then it will be given 10 marks for your right answer. So now you can see noun phrase. So while writing answer to question number 2, you can use a noun phrase. So can you tell me what a noun phrase is? I am going to make it clear to you. A noun phrase. A noun phrase consists of a noun and other related words. In most places, you must remember that in most places there is a head word and other related words. And other words are called dependent words. So here is an example of noun phrase. So I can give you an example of a noun phrase from this lesson. A noun phrase. So have a look at the structure of a noun phrase. This is a structure of a noun phrase. So you can A oblique N oblique D plus adjective plus noun. By this structure, you can make a noun phrase. Here is an example. One, this structure. An adolescent doll. Is it clear to you? I hope it has been clear to you. Now, number 2. The second type of phrase, as I said earlier, infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase is a noun phrase which starts with infinitive part. Infinitive verb. Do you know what an infinitive verb is? Have a look. This is the structure of an infinitive verb, 2 plus verb, base form of verb. Infinitive phrase. Two plus base form of a verb plus noun oblique noun phrase. Here is an example. To understand the effects to understand is an infinitive verb, the effects is a noun phrase. So an infinitive verb with the noun phrase is called an infinitive phrase. So is it clear to you? Number 3, gerund phrase. Gerund phrase is a noun phrase which starts with gerund. Gerund consists of base form of verb with ing at the end of the verb. So have a look at the example. Joining the trees. Number 4, both types of phrase. Participle phrase. Participle phrase consists of past word, past participle form of a verb. And other related words. Example. Understood the password using harmful effects of child marriage. So these are the phrases you can use while writing a flowchart. So the correct way of writing a flowchart. So you can write the flowchart must be written horizontally. There will be 6 boxes in the flowchart, and the boxes should be written horizontally. Look at this. You can write a box in that way. This is called horizontal way of writing the flowchart. So these are the boxes of the polo shirt. So write the boxes in that way. So now I am going to finish my lecture. More discussions will be held on this type of phrases. Until then, stay well, stay safe, stay at home, wash your hands with soap for 20 seconds. Thank you very much.